All right, so the big takeaways of this mega verdict that Delhi has delivered. Anti-incumbency clearly has swept the Aam Aadmi Party out of Delhi. It is a verdict, a referendum against Arvind Kejriwal. The middle class has spoken, and the middle class has spoken loudly. Women was one factor which was discussed possibly behind Arvind Kejriwal. It does seem that the woman vote has consolidated not behind Arvind Kejriwal but behind the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sheesh Mahal, Liquorgate charges have damaged the morality halo of Arvind Kejriwal. Those visuals that you just saw were visuals of Parvesh Verma, the giant slayer who defeated Arvind Kejriwal entering Bangla Sahib Gurudwara. He's making the rounds of his constituency and the holy places there. The other big factor, Aam Aadmi Party's Poison Yamuna campaign backfired for the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Amit Bhardwaj while I make my way to the election intelligence dashboard. Amit Bhardwaj, there were certain seats that the Aam Aadmi Party was so confident that they had in the bag. What possibly the party couldn't factor in the strong undercurrent of anti-incumbency.
Right, Preeti. You know, I had said while sharing these details with you as well that given any situation, Aam Aadmi Party could actually not go below 30 seats. And the reason behind that particular assessment was that Aam Aadmi Party believed that there are nearly 31 to 32 seats which are their safe seats, and they were fighting for the victory margin on these seats. And hence they thought, you know, anything can happen, but they cannot go below 30, as well as the majority mark is in their favor. But what happened is that if you decode only 3 constituencies, just look at the situation in Greater Kailas. Saurabh Bhardwaj, you know, a local boy who was favorite in Chirag, Delhi, because he was someone who was extremely accessible and who used to get vote bank of the BJP in the Vidhan Sabha election, BJP supporters in the Vidhan Sabha election. What has happened this time around is that the trend that we saw, and which I had discussed with you as well, is that the upper economic strata people coming out in big numbers this time around and casting their vote on the issues of core civic body issues, as well as very loudly indicating that they are forced to come out of their homes and vote for the BJP. And so it has impacted Saurabh Bhardwaj's electoral fate as well. So these set of voters who used to vote for him now decided to vote for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sangam Vihar, the Dalits and the backward classes out there have voted against Aam Aadmi Party. Malviya Nagar, who can imagine Somnath Bharti will lose his electoral battle, because again he was seen as someone who easily convinces the BJP voters to cast vote for him when it comes to the Vidhan Sabha election. Same fate has happened. In fact, even in the strongest of seats where it was supposed to be a walkover for Aam Aadmi Party and a 50,000 plus margin, Buradi and Devli, it doesn't look convincing given the fact the kind of margin that Aam Aadmi Party is getting. So clearly it is indication of erosion of your core vote bank, core seats, number one. And, I would say again, Muslim seats, Arvind Kejriwal and his advisors.
Amit, I'm going to come right back to you. So give our viewers, just stay with me, Amit. I just want to take our viewers through the power map, and I think this explains everything. Because the undercurrent of anti-incumbency, how it swept Aam Aadmi Party out of power, that in 2020 was what the map looked at 62 of 70 constituencies. The only reprieve that the BJP had then was the northeast seats right there. And incidentally, that is where the Aam Aadmi Party has actually held on a little bit on the center. Everywhere else, it's seemingly a washout. One quick question, Amit, before I let you go. What now for the Aam Aadmi Party? What is being contemplated? There's so much on the plate. People suggesting, will Arvind Kejriwal now immediately focus on Punjab? Enough going on there. Gujarat is something which the cadre now wants to focus full on. So at least they have 2 years to prepare. On the other hand, lots of questions now being raised whether he will take a constitutional route if there is some legal challenges that lie ahead. Will he, go through the Rajya Sabha route? So many options, so much circulation in terms of commentary. What are you picking up? Or do you think right now it's all white noise?
Preeti, first of all, they also need to think about the question as to why his advisors, recommended him not to campaign in the Muslim-dominated seats of the national capital, and what is the end game that they achieved out of it. And why I'm referring to it, because now the elections that are coming up, the organizational expansion that needs to be done, that will be a recurring theme for Arvind Kejriwal, whether to go back to his original politics or keep on playing the soft Hindutva politics that he has, branded himself as one of the key stakeholders in that politics as well. Because Punjab, the Aam Aadmi Party will have to focus, and you cannot keep on going with this soft Hindutva politics that Arvind Kejriwal was trying to play that image, build that image for the past year or two. Number one. Number two, Gujarat again. It's a confusion for the Aam Aadmi Party in that particular state, because they have been trying to challenge the BJP on their court turf of Hindutva in Gujarat. But certainly the Gujarat organizational unit is completely, feeling boosted right now. They believe that this time around they'll be able to actually deal with the Congress party and might emerge as the major or the key opponent of the BJP and, replace the Congress party in Gujarat. So there is a lot of organizational work that Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal will have to focus upon, and he certainly needs to get rid of Delhi for the time being, for sure, because two important projects for AAP is certainly fixing the problems in Punjab government and then focusing in the organization of Gujarat. Back to you.
All right, so Gujarat, Punjab, but what about Delhi? There are only 22 MLAs. To hold on to them is going to be a huge hassle, and I would think Amit knows that very well.